Oh my gosh, hi! Hello, friends. Happy Saturday.
Hey.
Wow, I am so excited to be here and to go over all the frequently asked questions having to do with UGC University and also talk about the 2024 UGC Census. Before we dive in, Shane and I were on vacation in Belize and are now starting to get back into our normal Saturday live routine. I'm bringing this up because we're going to New York City this coming week for the Creators event.
Yeah.
And we're not entirely sure if we're going to be live next Saturday. So just if you're not a part of our Discord community, that is the best way to stay in the loop on whether or not we're able to do the live. But after we get back from New York, worst case, we will be on our normal regimen. And Marta, who is not in the US, she brought up a really good point that if you are in a country where the clocks didn't change, the time has shifted for when we go live, but we are always 10 a.m. PST.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So I just wanted to bring that up because we have so many people around the world who are either joining these lives or watching the recordings, and I just wanted to put that out there.
Cursed daylight savings time.
I know.
So silly. Well, we're so excited. I mean, I'm not sure what to get into first, but if you didn't know, we just launched UGC University, and this has been something that really has been, more than a year in the making because, well, Kelly, you'd said it on Twitter. I thought you said it really well. It started with the UGC Blueprint.
Yes, it did. And so the UGC Blueprint launched roughly around this time last year. And so it originally was an 80-page guide, so a PDF. And it was something that Shane and I had always been talking about as wanting to make it a more comprehensive and also hands-on learning experience. And so initially it was, let's revamp the Blueprint and let's just turn it into a video course, which we did. But it's much more than what the Blueprint was. And I say that because it is 9 hours of just, there's no fluff. Like it's literally just Shane and I talking, walking through these lessons. And we are just, honestly, we are pretty shocked at the outcome of this whole resource, just in general. Like I was talking to Shane last night about this over dinner, which was, our goal originally was let's revamp the Blueprint into UGC University and let's launch it at the end of January. And very quickly it became, let's add this.
Right.
Okay, and let's make this better. And oh my gosh, what if they had this? And so before you knew it, it was okay. Well, January came and went, but it was because Shane and I were really working at making it even more than what it was when it was the Blueprint in the video format.
It's so extensive. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like we both probably had an aneurysm trying to film it all because it's just so intense. But I think what benefited us this time making it is we're both on it. We're both doing it live. So I think if you've taken the creative strategy course, it was very, we thought about what we were going to say. It was very like deliberate. And in this case, we said, let's be a little bit more candid. And I think what benefited is that we both were able to kind of add context and layers of depth in a way that you only get on these kind of lives.
Yep.
And I think it just made the course obviously longer, but so much more in depth. And we were able to really like think off the top of our heads about what, where we've seen a certain type of concept, where we've seen success or failure. And we're really excited for you guys to start it. As a note, if you did buy the UGC Blueprint before we launched, you have access to this for free. So that was a gift we wanted to give you guys because that was one of our first resources that we came out with. And it was a paid resource and, not necessarily a cheap one. So we wanted to give this to you, pro bono. So if you have trouble, getting access to that, we'll be in contact.
Yeah, exactly. And so, on this call, I do like want to go over like kind of this like the website, the checkout process, like just kind of like going over things, Shane, but also I want to go over FAQs. So, do you want to kind of just walk them through
Yeah, yeah.
on your
So
end? And as questions come through, which you guys are it's highly recommended for you to ask questions, because if you are thinking it, someone else is. And what Shane
Mhm.
and I are doing is we're actually taking note of these questions and we're including them in the FAQs on the website, and on like Instagram and wherever else. And then also I've already been collecting questions as well. So when we start to dive more into
Mhm.
questions, I'll also bring some of those. Like it's like, wow, I didn't even think about that. That was a great question.
And well, okay, so you'll go to our website, right? UGC.pro. You'll see UGC universities now on our homepage, and you can learn a little bit more about obviously Kelly and myself, and some of the social proof. We all know a little bit about social proof, but some success stories from some of our students um, over the last year or so. And you can even watch the first video in the lesson plan. But when you're ready, you can do either the free trial or enroll now. So let's just start with the free trial. The free trial will take you through the first 4 chapters. So it takes you through like kind of the fundamentals of UGC. And so if you're like if this is really new to you, maybe this is the first time you're even on one of these calls with us here, um, definitely recommend it. It's free. Why not take it? See if
Yep.
see if it's for you, and see if UGC is for you. If you're really new, that's okay too. So you could do free trial. All you need is your name and your email, and you'll be sent a link to the free trial course.
And also, before you go any further, the free trial, I believe, contains advertising in a nutshell, UGC 101, and also direct response marketing and potentially A/B testing.
Yeah, I think it goes through A/B testing.
Nice.
Um, so then if you're like, you want to enroll, you're really thinking about it, you just click enroll now. And then here's our checkout page. But there's a couple of notes. Obviously, I already talked about the free trial, but we are offering $20 off of the UGC University course for another initiative that we're starting called the UGC Census. We've talked about it a little bit on social media, and the UGC Census is, I mean, should I get into that now?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what is the UGC Census? Right, you get it for $99 instead of 120. So, what is the UGC Census? I'm going to say click here to get started. Essentially, what it is it's a like, you might be old enough to have taken a census, a U.S. census, or in your country. And essentially, what it is it's a way to find and gather information on a community or on a industry, and that data can help inform us as to um, kind of the overall health, like kind of a gut check on who we are, how we're doing, and where we're going. And
Yeah.
so that's something that this community has never had. We've never there's no information on the UGC industry online, other than creator coaches talking about themselves, or some hack at Forbes writing an article. So we don't know, that information doesn't exist.
And the cool thing about this is, well, not only are you participating in this, but this information isn't for Shane and I. This
Right.
information is for the community. We're going to publish this census.
Mhm.
That is TBD on based on how many people submit quicker, obviously, because our goal is to have over 1,000 creators at minimum. And where are we at already,
I
Shane?
think we're past 100,
And we
which is kind
launched
of
it like
crazy.
12 hours ago.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
actually wild.
incredible. That's pretty incredible. And so this is not, again, this is not for Shane and I. This is information that will be published. Now it's important to remember that you will be anonymous. But the learnings as a community at large are going to publish. So like we'll be able to dissect things that are, like what is the average age of the UGC creator, which we're already pretty familiar with the fact that it's like there's a lot of 20 to 30-year-olds, but like how many Gen X creators are there?
Right.
And also like things like
How much are you making in how much did you make in
UGC,
2023?
digital
Right.
products. If you
Right.
have a job outside of UGC, how much are you making at that job? Do you feel financially secure on a scale of like 1 to 10? Like so many questions. Like, do you offer usage rights? How much would you charge for this one concept that comes with 2 hooks or whatever it is?
Right.
And so roughly this census should require less than 10 minutes of your time. And
Right.
in return for those 10 minutes for you offering or for participating in our census, we will give you $20 off UGC University.
Which is great. I mean, I think I can't stress enough how important this information is because that's data that you're going to be able to take away from and you'll go, "Oh my god, I'm undercharging." Or, "Oh
Yep.
my god, maybe I can't get work because I'm overcharging." Or maybe like you're not thinking about usage rights correctly or all that information. Oh, I just saw Amanda's
Yep.
message. I'm sorry I may have skewed the results because I haven't started yet, and there were questions that I couldn't answer, but there were no TBD. I had to choose something, guess or approximate for some questions. Okay, that's fine. We have ways of decoupling, like based on your answers, so it should be fine. But yeah, that does make sense, and maybe we can
Something
make
that
sure to
we can look at since it has been the first like less than 24 hours. But no,
right.
sorry, Amanda, you're totally
Yeah,
fine.
you're good. It's all good. We have a plan for all that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Amazing.
so with that, I mean, that's kind of everything in a nutshell. Obviously, we can get into like what does the course go over? Um, like I mean, I don't want to just read our copy on the checkout, but
Well, just really quickly, because one of the questions was like, okay, so what comes with the course?
nice.
Which I feel like on the checkout page at the bottom, we do go over um, everything, not everything, but a lot of which comes with the course. So just very briefly, for anyone that's like, okay, well, what comes with this course? This $119 or discounted by $20, $99 course. So it's 9 hours of video lessons. So you have Shane and I for 9 hours of us talking candidly, sharing real life experiences on the brand and creator side. Shane and I bring together 20 years of experience
Yep.
as direct response video editors, creative strategists, creative directors, UGC creators, again, coming from both the brand and creator side. We're going through what is a 230 something page lesson plan. I said that because it's kind of, I think it's
We
more than
threw a bunch of
200.
other stuff in at the end too, so it's kind
Yes.
of yeah.
So 233 page lesson plan. We have 24 in-depth chapters and a UGC glossary with what is nearly 40 UGC concept types, which is a deck. And so this is a like types and concepts deck that I've been referencing with my UGC clients and my creative strategy clients. Like this is a tool that you will never have a creative roadblock basically with these 40 UGC concept types. Basically, it's like, okay, well, I have to create 3 UGC concepts for my client. I guess I'll do another green screen. Okay, well,
Right.
there are 39 other UGC concept types that you can reference in this deck and be like, ooh, I kind of want to do that green screen idea, but paired with this other idea
Right.
on slide whatever. And so each slide, it's like a 40-page deck for these UGC concepts. Each slide has a different UGC concept type, and then 1 to 2, I believe for this section, 2 UGC examples. And what's cool is you can actually duplicate this deck and you can actually delete the slides that or hide the slides that you don't want to show. And you can send the slide to your client as an inspo example. which is pretty incredible. We also have a shot list tool belt with nearly 40 ideas of how to shoot your content. And this is also a deck. So, yes, we have like basic shots, right? Where it's like you talking to camera, giving your testimonial,
Right.
getting an unboxing shot of the product. Well, guess what? There are 38 other ideas with UGC examples of different shots you can include in your UGC concepts. Again, if you are having a creative roadblock, you could be doing UGC for as long as I have. I've been doing UGC for since 2014. And I have creative fatigue all the time.
All
I
the time.
reference this deck like a Bible. Like it really is one of those things where when I'm coming up with a concept idea, I am referencing my concept types deck. I'm also referencing the shot list tool belt, and it has been really helping me as a UGC creator and creative strategist, which is why I firmly believe, and Shane, we're on the same page about this. Every UGC creator, regardless of your skill sets and the amount of time you've been in the industry, this is a resource that you should have in your tool belt.
Oh yeah, 1,000,000%.
Like, absolutely. And like on top of that, so keep in mind, this is 9 hours for what is, with the $20 discount, $99. We also include 2 portfolio templates. So we have a Canva one, and then we have a Super one. Can you talk about Super for anyone that
It's just
doesn't
a
know?
Notion. It's like a Notion based one. So if you're good with Notion, it's a template that turns your Notion site or your Notion like basically that Notion page into like a really nice looking website. So if you're into Canva, you don't know Canva, but you're into Notion, that's good for you. Both are available.
Emma, I love you. This is making my little brain spin with excitement. It sounds so good.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's amazing. And so we're also including a Canva promo / rate card template, which I've been using with my clients for, I want to say,
Forever.
a year. And it's been amazing because I use this promo rate card. I literally just as last minute was like, you know what, let's throw it in, added value. I will literally follow up with clients that I haven't worked with in a few weeks or a few months. And depending on the month, it's March. Hey, so-and-so, just wanted to check in because this month I'm running a March promo. Here they are, check them out, whatever, like my normal pitch, whatever. It's not really a promo, it's just like tiered bundles, right? So like 1 video costs this, 3 videos cost this, 6 videos cost this. And that's how I'm closing supplemental deals, is by literally just sending to a client that I've worked with previously that I haven't worked with in a while, this rate card. And it's been incredible. So
It also
that's
shows you
awesome.
how a good example of how to package your own deals, right? Like
Mhm.
obviously the rate card itself is something you send. It's a deliverable for yourself, but I mean that's like, if you're having trouble pricing your services, just follow the best.
Great question, Kiki. Is it all video? I have a text-based guide right now, and I'm more of a visual learner, so thinking of a video course. Completely video, entirely video. And that was a huge reason why we wanted to take the blueprint, which was a PDF, and turn it into a video course.
Right.
We know a lot of you are visual learners. I'm a visual learner, so
Same.
is Shane. And it's really like you're hanging out with us for 9 hours. And it sounds, if you're like, holy crap, 9 hours, literally work on it for 30 minutes a day. You'll finish
Right.
it in 18 days. Outside of that, we've also included what is 3 presentation templates to help you pitch clients and win deals. These are templates that Shane created for the creative strategy course, that 3 of them, of however many were included in the
5.
creative strategy, 5 of them, these are ones that are applicable to UGC creators. And these are decks that I've been using with my creative strategy and UGC clients. And they literally look at me like I am just like the most professional and just organized person that they've ever worked with. Talk about making a
Yeah.
first impression.
I charge hundreds or thousands of dollars for graphic design stuff like this, pitch deck design, and you're getting it included.
Yep.
And we've seen firsthand. There's a few people that have reached out to us, and they're like, "Oh my god, I've been using this, and all my clients think I'm like superhuman."
Yep.
Because you
It's
just presentation is everything for this industry. People get
yep.
sold on presentation.
And then something that we're really excited to share with anyone that hasn't yet invested into the UGC Notion dashboard is to include it in this course. Now, we know like a lot of you who have already bought the blueprint already have the UGC Notion dashboard, and that's incredible. But for anyone that hasn't yet got their hands on it, we want to have as many people using this dashboard because Shane is working on an app. So it's almost like you guys are using the beta version before the beta.
Right. Yeah. So the dashboard helps you, if you don't know, it helps you with everything you need to manage your business, from like keeping track of clients and projects to it has an invoice template, like automatic invoice template. Um Basically everything you need, and it keeps track of like your overall earnings for the year. It keeps track of taxable income on those earnings,
Usage rights.
usage rights calendar, so you can keep track of when all those deadlines are. And now Notion has an integration with Google Calendar, I think. So you can have all of those calendar dates like synced up with your Google Calendar. So it's pretty powerful for a little Notion template. But I mean, we've got nothing but great feedback on it, and hopefully, if you use it and you give us any feedback, that'll inform us when we're building the app. um, that'll just be a much more comprehensive version later down the line.
Yep. So we're so excited to give that to you guys for anyone that doesn't have their hands on it already. And then outside of that, we also have a client onboarding survey with Tally, helping you most accurately quote based on the scope of work. So for anyone that isn't familiar with Tally, Shane, can you kind of just give a brief overview of that?
So I've been using a lot of like forms forever, and they're all really expensive. Like we use Typeform for stuff right now that I
And for the
honestly
census.
for the census, which I mean it's nice, but um it's not my favorite because it's like $99 a month, which is wild. So Tally was a solution I found that um I think the maximum payment is like $29 a month, but
Nice.
they have a totally free version for a certain amount of answers. So for what we're doing, you're not getting like thousands of answers, so it really doesn't matter. You can use the free version, but it's really easy to use. Um, and for this specifically, I was trying to find the statistic I put in the deck. Um, let's see.
Oh, yes. What was that? Was that in the first stages? No.
What was the chapter that this when we covered it?
I'm trying to
Rates and services?
remember.
No. Build a
Mm,
portfolio? I think that was it. Here we
possibly.
go. Oh wait. Do, do, do.
No.
Yeah, it is because I said it was the lead generation. Okay, cool. So here's the statistic. I'm just gonna share this slide because this is how important it is. Um, let's see, present. Oh, I'll say share this tab instead. All right, can you see this?
Yes.
This is something that we don't talk about enough in this industry. Is all of you have an email in your portfolio. It says, email me at blah, blah, blah. The reality is that you're losing leads because there's way too many steps in terms of, okay, I have to copy it. I can't just click it because I don't use my mail on my computer. It automatically goes to my Apple Mail, but I want it on my Gmail. Like there's way too many steps for when email me at blah blah blah. They have to be like, okay, I'll come back to her. But if there's a lead form, they go, okay, well now I can just send something right in the browser. And so this statistic really stood out to me. 74% of marketers use web forms for lead generation, with nearly half stating that web forms are their highest converting lead generation tool. So forms are the best way to get leads. That's the way it is. It's how it always works. So this form that we built for you that's included, you're able to plug that in to a button on your portfolio. It takes you to the form, and then they can fill out all the information you need. And then when you have that information, you're able to digest it immediately before your first meeting. And all of a sudden, you have all the information you need to own that first meeting because you ask them, what is their top performing ad or something? You can add whatever questions you want, But then once you know all that information, or like how much are they looking to spend? How much time are they trying to invest into UGC? Have they done UGC before? Now, all of a sudden, when you go into that meeting, you're like, I know everything about them. I didn't have to do any work because they sent it to me. And you're going to go in there looking like a boss. And if you use the pitch deck template, they're going to be like, holy shit, she or he or they came in and had a wonderful presentation for me before I even talked to them because of the lead generation form. So it's a really important thing to have in your business. And yeah. So I can't stress that enough.
Agnes asked, for the presentation templates, are they on Canva and editable? Thanks a lot. So they're actually done in pitch.com, which is honestly coming from someone that, like, I am a direct response video editor, not a graphic designer. Understand Premiere Pro, look at Photoshop, and like, what is going on? Gets along with Canva really well. Also gets along really well with pitch.com is what I'm trying to get at. Like, I've tried using like Google presentations and I literally will stare at it and be like, this is so stupid. I don't understand it. Pitch.com is honestly so user-friendly.
Yep.
And it's honestly incredible. Shane showed me to it, like most applications. And it's amazing. Everyone
Really
thinks
simple.
the templates or everyone always thinks the pitch decks that I'm showing my client, they're always like, these are so good. So they're great.
They look really professional.
And then what are the best questions? So believe it or not, we have included the questions in Tally. So you don't even have to come up with the questions to figure out how to accurately quote based on the SOW, the scope of work. We have done that for you using the questions that I ask my clients during onboarding calls or in intro emails. So it's all done for you.
It's all in there.
And so, Shane, if you can go back to the checkout page really quickly. Outside of that, we also have real life exercises throughout the course, just like the creative strategy course. That way you can begin flexing your UGC muscle and begin implementing what you're learning in real time, which we feel is something that is so important to do, because I mean, that's how I'm not just a visual learner. Like, I need to be flexing that muscle in real time. And the more comfortable you get doing it, the better you'll be. And so, additionally, there's so much more included in this course, but those are just like the main points that we wanted to highlight. I do have a few questions that I had collected, Shane. If it's cool, I could go over, or do you want to go over something else first?
No, please go.
So one of the questions that we had been asked was, and I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste and then pull it up. Do you get lifetime access to this course? Which was a question that we received on Instagram. You get lifetime access. You are paying upfront once, whether it's participating in the census and getting $20 off or paying $119. You are paying just once and you have access to it forever. One-time payment. Additionally, one of the questions that we had been asked was actually by the same person. He had so many good questions. Was, how do you ask questions if you have any? Meaning, I'm going through your course, but I have a question. How do I get it answered? 3 different options. 1, we use Kajabi, which is the platform where the course UGC University is hosted. Every single lesson, you have an opportunity to comment in that section and asking Shane or myself the question that you have. So say, for example, you're in shot list tool belt and you have a question about one of the concepts. You can comment in that lesson and ask us. You can also, if you haven't already, join our free community on Discord, where you can ping Shane or myself for as close to a real-time answer as possible, just because like we get a notification on our phone. Or you can join us on Saturdays at 10 a.m. PST and ask your questions here. Outside of that, I had someone ask me, which we hadn't really been asked this question before, but I feel like it's important to bring up because other people do use AI to create their guides. So how much of it, may I ask, has been AI generated and how much of it is your own? It's a video course, so you get 9 hours of AI free content with Shane and I. So we are speaking on behalf of a combined 20 years of industry experience on both the brand and creator side. Shane and I are both professional direct response video editors. That's how we met. Shane has been the enterprise video editor now at two massively well-respected agencies that are one of which or both of which are world renowned. So
global. Yeah.
also creative strategists, UGC creators, and also creative directors who hire UGC creators. So we're speaking on behalf of our personal firsthand experience on the brand and creator side, wearing all these different hats during the course of our 10-year careers. I'm so excited to dive back into this tonight. Thank you.
Oh, her haircut looks so good.
Yeah, I love it. I was so afraid I didn't know how it would look, and I'm never going back. So Shane, if you could speak to this. This was one of the questions that we received.
So we wanted to make sure, obviously, that if you bought the blueprint, you get access to this course. So once you fill out the census, it will check to see if the email you put in the census matches the one in that purchased the blueprint. So there's a little bit of logic going on in the background. So sometimes some things don't work out, or the email in type form had an extra space in it or something, or an extra character. Sometimes something gets lost in transition. If that happens, you just reach out to us and we'll hook you up. We'll just double check whatever the original email was, and then we'll send you access. So yeah, you can email Kelly at UGC Pro or Shane at UGC Pro, and we'll hook you up. So that's fine. Also, if the same thing happens where you fill out the census and you're just trying to get the $20 off coupon. Oh, I didn't get my census discount code. Now what? Same thing. Just hit us up. We'll just double check that you filled it out and send it right to you.
And then
it should work. We haven't any too many issues lately after we squashed some of the bugs.
Yeah. Since you're talking about other things related to things that you're handling, this is also another one.
Yeah. So the emails we sent out last night, it's my fault. I put the I put the wrong link in one of the buttons. So if you can't find the census link, it's in our website.
But we also resent the email. So like we sent out an initial email announcing UGC University. And when we realized that the link for the button was redirecting to Magic Brief, we resent the email. So you should have two emails, and the most recent one does have the correct link. Or
if you can't find it, it's right here on our website, 2024 UGC Census. So feel free to do either one of those. But make sure to fill it out. Like we said, it's super important for this whole community.
Yep. And we're sharing it. We're going to publish it.
Right. Is there a payment plan? Yes, there is. We use Afterpay. Afterpay, I think, allows you to split it up into either 3 or 4 payments. So basically like $25 a month for 4 months or something, which is pretty great. So definitely highly recommend Afterpay if you're like, well, I don't want to just drop $99 on this. Totally get it. I'm glad there is Afterpay. So yeah, for sure.
So one thing that I've seen people say, and they'll say like, I can't believe I got it for however much money. Like this could be, I forget who said it yesterday. They tagged us in their story and they were like, this could be $2,000. And they were talking about the blueprint, which is very nice. All that goes to say, our mission from day one has been to make this information accessible to all. And the only way that we can make this information accessible while also still compensating Shane and I for our hundreds and hundreds of hours of both free resources and also paid resources, we have come up with what is a very competitive price point to the market. And so again, the full price is $119, but if you participate in the census, offer 10 minutes of your time, we will offer you a $20 discount. So that is something that Shane and I stand by. We will always, within our just like what we can, make it as accessible to all. And that goes back to kind of my story of growing up and experiencing financial insecurity leading up to my graduation and not being able to afford a traditional education. And I don't want to create that same
Roadblock,
wall,
yeah.
that same roadblock for other people. It's just wrong. And so again, we also offer a payment plan and are offering those $20 off if you participate in the census, which we hope you will regardless, just because it's going to help the community and the greater good.
The greater good.
Yeah. I mean, this is like I don't know, like, does it sound crazy to say? Like, it feels like kind of like when the internet first started.
Yeah, it's a burgeoning
It's
industry.
new. It's influencing it back in 2012.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean,
early stage.
I worked in tech for a bit, and I was in an industry. It's obviously niche, but it was called sales enablement, and I was working at one of the first companies in that industry. Although it's slightly different, it was amazing to see, like, when you're really early to something. Oh my God, the fruits of your labor pay off exponentially over time. Like, because you being here, you might think, well, I'm not like necessarily making the money I wanted to, or I'm like still unsure about where this goes long term. I can tell you now that as this industry grows, it's going to become more and more important that you spent time in here on the early stages and that you understand it from that context of, like, I've been here since 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, right? And then all of a sudden, wherever you go, especially in advertising, which is a massive industry, we talk about it all the time. UGC is the core of a marketing strategy. It's a core part of how businesses run today. And you learning this sets you up for so many things outside of just doing the UGC. Taking our creative strategy course and learning how to be a creative strategist, which teaches you how to be a creative director, which teaches you how to be a CMO, right? So it keeps going. There's a whole ladder there, and you can still maintain that individuality.
Thank you, Emma. I so appreciate the time versus cost per resource you provide. It truly is phenomenal, and I still can't believe you do it for us. Thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
And then she did mention, with regard to the census, this is something that we need to adjust.
We're fixed.
Oh,
I
nice.
fixed it.
Yes,
Just
fixed
now.
last day. Thank you, Emma. Also, Tran had brought it to our attention, so thank you, Tran. And then one question that we've been asked so many times, Shane, can you please speak to this?
Yeah, we do have to add the affiliate program to this, but we're still going to offer 20% for the creative strategy course. So if you want to be an affiliate, we have a link in our Discord for, I think we still do, right? I want to say it's in our Discord. If not, it's
We're going to be sending out an email promoting the affiliate program for UGC University. And we kind of spoke to this last training, which was, one of the points of a UGC creator's journey, so it seems, is like you get to a point, you're like, well, how do I make more money? And if you're just a UGC creator, you're like, oh, well, maybe I'll do a digital product. But there's also creative strategy, which, again, that's how I was able to take my UGC business from $100,000 in 2022 to almost $200,000 in 2023, still working less than full time. Additionally, when it comes to digital products, not to say that there's it's completely concentrated. But when there are established brands or names in the space, it can be a very competitive landscape. So we want to partner with you and offer a incredible product that you can get a commission for when you refer it. So we do have an affiliate program, TBD on where this link lives, but we will be sending out an email if you are subscribed to our email list on how to sign up. And we will also keep you guys posted as time goes by.
We will add it to the website. I'm realizing now that there was something on the Discord, but it might have gotten taken down. So we'll add something to the website soon that'll just be a link on the website to become an affiliate if you're not already.
Amazing. The content you share is amazing. Thank you for providing this course at this price point. It's accessible to anyone who has a weaker currency. Absolutely. Like, and again, we have the payment plan too as well to make it even more accessible. So I really appreciate you saying that. You guys did such a beautiful job. I'm so impressed. Some questions on the census I couldn't answer properly because UGC, I haven't done this career before. Also, any labs for a workbook?
Plans
for a workbook. Ooh, interesting. Would love a little bit more context on that.
Yeah, what do you mean workbook? Like I assume like more examples and stuff.
Yeah. That's cool to hear that you want to get the creative strategy course next. Definitely highly recommend. And then, hey, Sam, late to this live, but congrats on the launch, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Does anyone else have any other questions? Because those are the ones that I received on Instagram stories and in comments and on Twitter. But we are an open book. And if you guys end up coming up with questions after the live, we're also more than happy to answer them on Discord, on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram, wherever. If not, we can end this live early.
I just wanted to share, I'm adding the affiliate thing to our website, and it is live.
You are so fast
right now. So if you go to our website, here, let me just put it up. If you go to our website, you can become an affiliate right here in the top right. So just click that, and then it shouldn't be so big. Then you can sign up to be an affiliate right here.
Oh, see, I just see the home page.
Oh, it'll take you to a new tab.
Ooh, amazing. Oh, that's great.
We didn't answer this, right?
Not yet. No, this is a great question.
Any ideas how to share your affiliate link? I can post a video on my socials.
Yeah, so kind of think about almost as though it were a UGC concept for a client. Think of it as though maybe it was like a TikTok shop product. You want it to feel natural. You want to sound like you really do like the product. So we hope that you do like the product. So it's one of those things we're posting on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, just getting kind of creative with how you're recommending the product, how you're speaking to the product. Of all the people in the world, UGC creators are pretty damn good at it. So kind of just get those creative wheels spinning. And obviously, the more time you put into it, the more you can get in return. And that's something that Shane and I just wanted to make sure of is that, when you are, recommending these products, you guys are being compensated for it. So again, 20% of for the blueprint, or not the blueprint, UGC University. The blueprint is no more. UGC University and the creative strategy course.
Yep, 20%. It's great. We've had almost 1,000 clicks from affiliates.
Wow.
We currently have 83 affiliate users who've generated almost 1,000 clicks.
That's incredible.
So it's available.
One thing I do want to do, and Betty Ann kind of reminded me of it, is whenever we send out that affiliate email, initially when we sent out the creative strategy course one, we had gotten questions of like, what are some best practices? And so I'll take time before Shane sends out that email to create kind of like just some quick tips to help you promote the product.
Yep. That's a great idea. Without further ado, I mean, that's pretty much all we have today.
Yeah, we can
But
call it early.
thank you all for joining the launch party. We had so much fun, and you know, we're just really honored to have you guys here every week.
Yeah, it's great. Sorry, got to call workbook of the slides so I can go back and reference them. So for UGC University, we created decks for specific what happened to it? Specific callbacks as far as like the shot list goes and the concepts go. Everything else is not shareable via a deck, and that's to protect our IP. Just because there have been creators that have been stealing other people's work and then selling it for their own. And so this is just a step that Shane and I have taken to make sure that that time, expertise, skill sets is protected. But you'll have lifetime access in Kajabi. So you're not paying monthly to keep your account and being able to reference. It's just a one-time payment.
Right.
Hey, Mark, I'm super excited about the affiliate opportunities you guys provided us. Genuinely a life-changing opportunity for, that's so nice. Definitely going to focus on that when I finish everything. Dude, we appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you for always coming to these lives and for being a part of the community. One more question. Sorry. No, sorry. Is there a Discord included in the course? So for the course, it is a private community where you can ask questions and Shane and I will answer them in Kajabi. However, we have a free Discord community with well over 1,500 UGC creators that you should definitely join if you haven't already. And you can join it by visiting our website, which is ugc.pro. I love that.
And then you can just join the Discord right here.
Yeah.
They'll take you right to Discord.
But when you do purchase the Creative Strategy course or UGC University, you are able to comment in the lessons, and Shane and I will be able to answer your questions for you.
I mean, we've talked about even possibly adding like a channel for people who are taking UGC University, but just go. I think that the information sharing is great. So if you have questions, somebody else has them, whether they're in UGC or UGC University or not. And I think it's important that everybody can answer those questions or see them.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's kind of also going in line with the mission statement of making this information accessible. And of course, you can always join the lives as well and ask us any questions that you guys have. That's why we do them almost every Saturday or as close to every Saturday, just to be able to help you guys, regardless if you have invested into any of our resources or have yet to.
Well, if there's no more question, which one is that? I only saw one Discord. Well, it should just be one Discord.
Yeah.
It's the same one.
Thank you so much for picking the product at an accessible price point. You guys are the best. Thank you. We really appreciate all the kind words that you guys have to say about this. Ultimately, it is something that Shane and I are just very, very proud of. And it's like our baby.
It is. Full-time UGC creator for over a year. Would you still recommend this course for non-beginners? Oh, yes, 100%.
Absolutely. I'm referencing this course with my UGC and creative strategy clients. Like I am referencing it for the concept types, the 40 plus or the 40 concept types when I'm having creative fatigue coming up with a concept idea. And I'm also sending slides to clients as inspo examples. And then I'm also referencing the shot list tool belt when I'm creating my UGC concepts. And when I'm doing like audio visual scripts, I can literally reference video examples from the UGC University. And then also we have what is those 3 pitch decks that I use with my UGC and creative strategy clients. And also when you think about having 9 hours with Shane and I, we are talking conversationally about things that we have seen on both brand creator side over the course of our combined 20 years in this industry. So whether you are just starting out or have been a UGC creator, maybe you even are a six-figure UGC creator, I promise you, this is something that you should have in your tool belt as a UGC creator.
Absolutely.
I guarantee it. Also, because of everything you're getting, like you're also getting the UGC dashboard. You're also getting the opportunity to upgrade your portfolio with either Canva or Super. You also are getting your
Lead
promo
generation
card,
form.
lead generation form. It's like, it's kind of crazy because whether you're taking the course for everything or you're taking it for a few bits and pieces here and there, like, oh, I want this or I want this, I mean, you're still only paying $99 for it. And yeah, I highly, highly recommend. I mean, this has been something that I've been resourcing every single day with my UGC and creative strategy clients. Amazing. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We
Have a
so
great
appreciate
Saturday.
it. Enjoy your Saturday, and we will see you guys next time.
Adios.